What's up? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, now I had to break that video off because I wanted to put it in the video. Okay, this is a dream I had. This is like my fifth video I'm putting. I'm just going straight back to back to back. Okay, I had a dream a few nights ago. I remember almost all my dreams. I still remember dreams I had when I was 2, 3 years old. But anyways, this dream in particular stood out the most. There's 5 or 6 or 7 other dreams that did the same thing, but this dream actually stood out as well. And this is the one that happened frequently, so I can recall this in straight correct detail instead of trying to remember the other dreams. But anyway, let me get to the point. Let me shut up and get to the point. Okay, so I had this dream that was in his house. Never seen this house before. Now, I was lucid dreaming, which means I was aware that I was dreaming. Now, in the dream, I'm trying to study my brain. I'm trying to study why is my brain coming up with this particular house in this dream. So what I did was I go to the window and I said, I want to see how detailed this dream really is, because while I was dreaming, I was thinking, if this dream is very detailed, that means this is a memory and not a dream. Because the thing is, I'm not going to be able to bring up something unless I've seen it before in detail. Like this room, for instance. If I've never been in this room before, I'm not going to be able to bring everything up in detail. But if I have been in this room before and I'm living in another lifetime, I'm going to be able to bring every single thing up in this room because I've actually seen it before. So I go to the window and I look outside. I'm seeing everything. I said, I want to see how detailed. So I'm looking at the sidewalk, the ground, the grass, everything. Everything had detail to it. Everything was correct. Everything made sense. You had ground. You had the dirt in the ground. You had the grass growing up out the dirt. I can see the actual dirt. I can see every single grain of dirt. I can see the sidewalks, the curb. Everything had meaning. It even had shadows. The shadows were actually in cohesion with where the sun was at. Like everything was perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like everything actually made sense. So I'm sitting here tripping out. I'm snapping like, whoa, like dude, this actually makes, like, this might not be a dream. This might be a memory. Everything made sense. I looked outside. I seen where the other houses were at. The other houses made sense. The way the people porches were built, they made sense. There was nothing out of whack. There was nothing weird. The sky was the correct color. For the sun, where the sun was located, the sky looks like it was giving off this kind of like, you had it like it was like a light blue sky over here, but then as it gets towards the sun, it was giving off this like yellow and orange yellow like hue. But the way it looked and the way it was designed, it looked like it all made sense. Do you see what I'm saying? So when I got through studying the outside, I looked around the bedroom and stuff. So I said, okay, let me go in the, where's a mirror? Let me go in the bathroom, see how I look like. Okay, let me see what lifetime this is. So I went to the bathroom. I seen the body I was in. I'm not gonna give you any details on that because it kind of scared the shit out of me. But that didn't scare me as much as this next part. Now I'm as this person. Now this person had a camera in their hand and they went to go look in the mirror. So I'm guessing they must have looked outside in their dreams, or I must have left while they were doing their thing, whatever. But I noticed that this person whose body I was supposed to be in, they came into the room. That's when my mind kind of went from looking outside of the window trying to study everything to going inside, in their mind. And I was looking at everything from their perspective, point of view. Well, they walked in the bathroom and they had a little white cell phone. And they were looking on the cell phone, they was looking in the mirror. I don't know if this scared this person in his dream more than it scared me, or vice versa. I saw my actual self left the body of the person, but I was reflected in their mirror. Like okay, say it was like a big mirror like this, right? So they were standing on one side of the mirror, just sitting there. I guess they were doing like a selfie or something like that for the friend. I literally, I think it was my soul, literally left their body, stood on the side of them, and I see myself in the mirror. But I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, this is my soul. I'm not supposed to be able to see myself. But then I realized the meaning of that. Whoever it was, he, she, whoever it was. Now see, this is crazy. See, this is crazy. They looked in the mirror and they actually seen me standing there. Like my shadow, my spirit son. Dude, they took off. Like they literally ran out the room. So I'm scared because I'm like, okay, I just left her body. I'm seeing myself in the mirror and I'm fully aware of everything. Like I feel like I'm actually there. Then for her to look and see me in the mirror, I guess it kind of scared her. So he took off. I was like, wow, that was crazy. I don't know why he acted like that, but and then I seen why he acted like that. I'm basically looking at myself and I'm like, he probably seen the same thing. And I'm like, wow. So they took off. So his girl, I think it was, I know it was a girl there. But anyways, so I guess the friends come in, see them laying on the ground. So they run over to them and ask what happened and this and that stuff. So I kind of like kept my cool, just sat in the background. It's like, So they got to talk, they got to do their thing in the event, and then I finally just left. That was this dream that actually scared me most. Another one is when I was dreaming. I was lucid dreaming. I sit there and wonder, am I dreaming of a different parallel universe or a different thought or memory? Because remember, when I dream, I don't know if you do this. When I dream, it actually feels like I'm sort of in my head. I can feel everything. I can control my movement. Especially when I'm lucid dreaming, I'm fully aware. But it feels like I'm more in the background. Do you see what I'm saying? Then out here like this. It feel like I'm in the background. You see what I'm saying? But it's still me. So I said to myself, I wonder what happened if I try to recognize this dream as being real. I wonder what happens if I try to put my mind into this different dimension. So that's what I did. I basically went like this, put my mind into that different dimension, and it felt like I teleported somewhere. And I looked around, and everything was as clear as I'm looking at this room right now. Cause you know how most dreams seem like they're kind of fuzzy. It's like you dream. It's like it feel like you dreaming with your eyes half closed. When I did that, I feel like my eyes were fully open. There were only a few times where I actually had a dream like I remember I had a dream. I was somewhere. It had to have been in a third world country because I was in this house watching TV. I was a little kid, some little boy. Looked like a little boy of Hispanic origin or something like that. I think I can't, but I know it was. I know I had like a tan skin, and I'm watching TV, and I'm in this house. I'm watching TV, and all of a sudden I start hearing bombs drop. And I'm like, so I go walk outside. The house I was in was right here. I look over here. This whole middle area was destroyed. There were rocks, crumbled, all of that. Now, all the buildings in the background were still standing, but it was like the area that was next to the little house I was in was totally destroyed. Nothing was wrong with that house. That house was perfectly fine. Nothing touched that house. Like I said though, it's like, so my thing is, if you're watching this video, if you come across the video and you actually listen to this, put in the comments below, like in a short paragraph, what was the weirdest dream you've had? What was the most lucid dream you had? Okay, because you know how you can have dreams where you lose something, you think about it, and your dream actually tell you where it is. It's like one of those. What do you think about dreams? Do you think dreams are actually visions? Your thought process working? Or do you really think that sometimes you have like memories of your, like a past life or something like that? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's of a past life. I don't know. But put in the comments, below if you're watching this video. Also, another thing is, I've also wondered is, where I believe that Christians believe that if you live one lifetime, you get judged on a lifetime, you go to heaven or hell forever. I don't care what they say. I don't believe the Creator judges you on just one lifetime and like, hey, your forever is based off this one lifetime. You only get one chance. If He loves you, He's not going to put you in one situation to see how you act. For all we know, you could be born into a life where you go through no strife, no nothing. You love God to the fullest. You go straight to heaven. Or you can be born into a lifetime where you have no hope, no nothing, and you just born full of hatred, and all of a sudden you go to hell. So my thing is, the Creator has you live a set number of lifetimes. And you get like a minute judge on each one. And then He sends you to the next. He then takes all those lifetimes together and He gives you a final judgment, which says either you're going to spend forever in like this nirvana, heaven, perfect society, or you have to go to this dark region to spend a certain amount of time, 1,000 years, and wash out all your sins and everything like that before you can go to this perfect nirvana. Or if you choose to believe that there is not an afterlife, you make the choice. You have the power. So if you believe there's not an afterlife, you just go to oblivion, which you no longer exist. So that's kind of the thing. But it's not as sense as you don't exist anymore. It's your developed conscious doesn't exist as is. Because remember, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed. So your energy basically gets transformed to something else. You just no longer become consciously aware. Okay? Whereas if you choose to believe in the afterlife, you get a chance to attain enlightenment on a higher level to where you get to sit with the Creator and enjoy your existence. Most people think that heaven is like, oh, I get to eat burgers or I get to have sex, 1,000 virgins. But you got to remember this. If you're going to reach perfection, none of those things will really matter. Sex won't matter. Because here's the thing. Your soul is not exactly male or female. It's asexual. Which means you can either be male or female within matter. Within this existence, you can be male or female. The thing is, the reason why the memories from your past life are wiped out, because you don't want to come into this life and remember that you was a female. Or come into this life and then remember that you was a male. You see what I'm saying? So that stuff is mostly just wiped out. You might get some speck of dust from it. Mostly it's just wiped out. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the soul is asexual. Okay? So it doesn't differentiate itself as male or female, because there's really no such thing as male or female. Male or female had to be created as a means to continue the existence of human race, for more bodies to be created within matter. Because here's the thing, would He keep creating human beings from dirt? No, he has to come with a way that human beings could be created within matter in a way that made sense. Here we go. Male and female. That's when create, So, like I said, man, that's just what I think. I believe dreams exist to tell you something, or dreams exist to actually open up your mind or get relief stress and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, man, just leave in the comments below, like, what type of dreams have you had, and we'll do this and that stuff. What type of, just anything, what type, just dreams in general. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead. I think this is gonna be the last video I do for tonight. I think I'm just gonna upload everything else. So like I said, man, just like and subscribe if you want to. Like I'm supposed to be tired at like hours. Man, it's like 2 something in the morning. I'm supposed to be tired a long time ago. I gotta go to sleep because I gotta get up, back up and get ready for work. I know that sucks, but I gotta work. Yep. And it's like Christmas Eve right now, so I think it's funny because